Hello, lovely people. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing well. My name is Unwa Diuto and I am a teens coach. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. But if you keep coming back, you're much appreciated. In this video, we're going to be talking about money. Yeah, let's get right into the video. No, I am not a financial anything. I am just somebody who has seen the trends and can speak a thing or two when it has to do with money and teenagers. So we're going to be talking about teenagers and money. Finance falls into one of the difficult talks that we need to have with our teenagers. But then it's also a necessary discussion to have. Because very soon, your teenager will be going to the university if they are not already in the university. And once in the university, they are no longer under your roof. They are now staying by themselves in school. And unfortunately, how to manage your funds, how to be money wise, they don't teach those things in school. So these things need to be taught. But good enough, the first financial skill your child has is gotten from you. Yes, you, the parent. So your child has been watching, your child has been seeing you and your character with money, your behavior around money, how you treat money, how you handle money, and your child has picked a thing or two from just watching you. So if you've been handling money the right way, you need not bother yourself. Your teenager has picked the fundamentals that your teenager would need. But then that doesn't mean that we shouldn't have the talk with our teenager. We still have to go the extra mile to have the talk. You want to show them how to earn money, how to create a budget, when to give, when to save, when to spend. So I'll just be shedding little light on all this as we go along. Earning money. Growing up, there was nothing like an allowance. But right now, there is something called allowance that is due teenagers for just expenses or sometimes for just because. They are just entitled to it monthly. But some people also believe that why give them money for just breathing when you can make them work for it and then they earn? So whichever school of thought you fall into, there is money that is being handed to your teenager monthly. So it's either you are giving them an allowance for their transportation, feeding, clothing for the month, or you are making them not do general house chores. I mean, we all are entitled to house chores, but something extra. Maybe clearing the basement for those of us that have basements, or clearing the store, something more difficult than just normal chores, and then they get a commission for doing that particular job. Or they even get jobs. Let me chip in here. For those of us that have teenagers that actually do work, we feel it is not our place to tell them how to spend their money, but you are yet the parent. They are yet under your roof and they are just teenagers. They still need guidance. When a teenager begins to make money, all that is on their mind is majorly to spend the money on whatever need they have. So that need might not be necessary. We're still going to get to savings where they have to be taught delayed gratification. But just to chip in here, whether it is a summer job, or an allowance or a commission, whatever the case may be, it is our duty to yet teach them how that money should be spent. Now, when they are beginning to earn money, that piggy bank that they have underneath their beds or in their wardrobe might not be enough anymore. Your teenager is of age to own a bank account. Yes, so it is time for us to set up a bank account for our teenagers. It is advisable to do so. Your teenager is beginning to learn a thing or two about money, how money works, giving. There was a video that went viral on Facebook of a child, not a teenager, who the parents gave $500, was it dollars or pounds, to just go buy toys for himself, as in squander it. And he went, bought several toys, put it in his cart, checked it out, and was leaving the store. And he ran back in and returned everything, put them back on the shelf, and got his money back. Ran out, his parents were looking at him, confused. But he ran out, he saw a homeless guy on the street, and he dropped the money in the homeless guy's cup. And his parents were looking at him as in, what happened? The father was already tearing up, as in crying, as to, what did I do right to have taught this child to give? So the little boy just looked at him and said, after I bought the toys, I saw mommy buying some toys too, and they're probably for me. So I just came out and I found out that this guy needed the money more than I did. So I returned the toys and I gave him the money because he needed it. It melted the father's heart. It will melt anyone's heart to see that your child has learnt the ropes when it has to do with giving. There is this feeling you get when you give. Besides the Bible saying we should give, there is really a reward, this feeling of contentment when you give. If our teenagers can learn early how to give, when to give, it is necessary. Give to people who are in need. Give to people who do not have. And you know that our teenagers actually learn these things from seeing us do it. If we have the habit of giving, they would learn the act also of giving, saving and spending. We're advised that we don't hand out extra bills to our teenagers whenever they make a request for it. Oh, can I have an extra 500 naira? Can I have an extra $20? We're advised that we don't just keep giving out extra bills to our children, because it wouldn't teach them to learn the act of saving. When they know that this allowance I have been given for the month is all that I have for the month, they will learn to live within their means. It's also necessary to chip in from time to time that long-term goal you have, you can begin to save for it now. When a teenager hits it big, they just want to buy a car. Everybody, I just want a car. And you're like, is life that hard that you just need to get a car right now? Why do you need a car? You're a teenager. What do you need a car for? So it is necessary that we teach them that long-term goal that you have. Could you begin to put money aside for it? Like I earlier said, that your child now makes money for himself doesn't mean that we are in no position to advise them on how to spend it. Yes, they are making money. Yes, it is their money. But then we also need to guide them on how to spend their money properly. They mustn't go about trying to get the latest gadgets, trying to get the latest shoes, the latest clothing, when it is not necessary. So let them learn the ropes of when to save and when to spend. Now to the big one that most times is even difficult for us adults, budgeting. Even us adults run away from budgeting. We run away from making a budget. We run away from having to make one. We run away from having to live by one. Teaching budgeting to our teenagers doesn't have to be that intimidating. We can simply do the budgeting that we do in our houses for the month, for the year, in our homes. Let them see the way it is done. They will have a clearer picture of what budgeting is all about. And now they are beginning to earn some money, either from allowances or commission or the jobs that they do. So you can simply tell them, list out your expenses. What are your expenses? What do you spend money on? How much do you want to give? How much are you saving? Let them list it all out. So monthly they do this and then they get the hang of it. So you're checking in on them, how they've done it, and voila, they've learned what budgeting is all about. Some talks are hard, but it is necessary to have. Let's show them how to earn money, when to give, when to save, when to spend, and how to create a budget. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you love this video, do not forget to give me a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. I'm going to be seeing you all in the next one. Bye-bye.